Hello guys, welcome back. Today's video is from whateverpodcast. And before jumping guys, I just want to say thank you for those who watch the videos. And I would like to ask you guys to subscribe, to like, to comment below. It helps the algorithm, right? Give me that energy to keep making good contents, giving good feedbacks, you know what I mean? And let's create a community here, right? Where we can exchange knowledge, experiences, better ourselves, all of that, right? So don't forget to subscribe, follow us. So thank you, and let's jump in, guys.
Well, why don't you ever talk about men? You always talk about how much you hate women every day.
With men nonstop.
That's all you do every day.
When do you debate with anybody ever about any worldview? You can't even denounce the LGBT in your own faith. How could you ever talk to me about anything? I debate it professionally for a living against men and women. You go on a TikTok after you got with a guy who had 1 million TikTok followers so you could piggyback on that to fame. I would not bull me here, sweetheart. It ain't gonna work well.
Wait, Andrew, check your text.
We actually loved
check
each
your
other.
text, man.
But it's okay.
I'd be curious to see his
I
wife
forgive you.
come on and talk.
Yeah, she has.
Oh, she has.
Yeah, she has. Would you like to debate with her? I'll bring her down right now. She
Let's
can
do
take
it.
the
Oh,
seat.
yes, let's do
If
it.
you want to bring
Let's
her
do
down,
it.
I'd like to chat with
Let's
her.
I'll go get her real quick.
Go
I'll
get
be
her.
right back.
Rachel, oh my God.
Let's get.
Wow, ladies and gentlemen, that's crazy. Bro, you don't want to debate with Andrew Wilson's wife. Don't do that. It's like fighting Vegeta and asking to fight Goku. You don't do that. Or even better, it's like fighting Goku and asking to fight Shishi. For those who don't know, Shishi's Goku's wife. You don't do that. You don't do that. Why? Because we know for a fact Shishi can beat the hell out of Goku. When you have a man like that, you don't want to try the woman. Never do that. That's a mistake right there. When you see a confident man, strong man, a leader, intelligent, be sure his wife is 10 times like that. I'm telling you. I am the way I am, bro. If you wanna call my wife, it's over. It's over for you. It's over. That's how we do here. I don't talk that much. But if I say something to you, and you're trying to argue, trying to fight me, and you wanna argue with my wife, bro, it's over for you. My wife is gonna come in, jump in, and it's over. And we're gonna see right now, Andrew Wilson's wife, she's gonna cook all of them. Let's jump in, guys.
Rachel.
Oh my goodness.
There she is.
Wait,
I can't. I'm not even in frame. What the heck?
Can we raise her seat up? Can we get her a booster seat?
Look at that. I have a
Yeah.
marriage.
Can we get Rachel a booster seat? Can we? Oh, there's Andrew with the cigarette.
She needs that
We need
yellow pillow.
we need Andrew. We need Rachel.
This
to,
way. Oh.
Can we
I
get
literally
Rachel a
got
cigarette?
dragged out of bed for this. This better be good. I hear my husband is a woman-hating misogynist, and I'm here to show proof of life. He unchained me from the stove just long enough to be here. So
She's out of the dog cage.
how
for
can I
this,
help you,
guys.
ladies?
Who?
So have you watched your husband talk to women on the podcast?
Yeah, I listen to every single podcast he does. I've also been on the podcast, and I debate women all the time myself.
Okay.
In fact, I was listening to you earlier describe how you think that men should pay for dates with women who want to be equal, don't want to give them children, and also want to have their own careers, and that absolutely blew my mind.
You don't think that men should pay on the first date?
Oh, I think they should pay on the first date for women who are going to be wives, not for women like you.
I wouldn't be a wife.
Oh my God. Jesus. I told you. Don't try to fight. Man's wife. Bro. That's insane. And yeah. Should a man pay for the first date? Yes or no? It depends. Because I do that. I did that. I'm married now. It's different. By the way, I was single. I did that. I paid for the first date and stuff like that. But it's different because, like I said, for those who don't know, I'm French, in Paris, right? And the culture is different. Nobody's expecting you to pay for the first date. You see what I mean? It's just like that. For example, multiple times I went on a date. Most of the time we go at the bar, you know? We don't do restaurants, dinner, stuff like that. We don't do that. It's too early. You know what I mean? We go to a bar. Let's say I order the first drink. And at some bars, you need to pay immediately, you know? So I order, yeah, what do you want to eat? Oh, what do you want to drink? Excuse me. Oh, yeah, okay, I want that, okay. And I pay for the first drink. And then we keep talking, you know, the date. So, you know, dates continue, keep talking, and we finish the drink. And the woman can say, like, hey, are we staying a little bit longer again? Or can I order the second wave? Yeah, sure. And she's gonna pay for that. You know what I mean? So, and then if we do a third wave, a third round, I can pay for that. It's okay. And most of the time, women are not mean because they are not using you for your money. They are not finessing you. That's why it's different with maybe America, right? It's more a 50-50 culture here in Europe. You know what I mean? And it's okay. And I can pay for all the date. And at the end, the woman will be like, next time it's on me, I got you. All right, sure, no problem. So, yeah, maybe in America it's different. The man should pay. And, but at the same time, it's crazy because if you want a 50-50 relationship, if you say I'm strong, I'm independent, all this feminist movement, all this stuff, so why do you want a mate to pay for you? If you're about all of that. That's crazy. Let's keep pushing, guys.
Not if you're going to refuse to give a man children, have to have your own career working outside the home.
It's not refusing to give a man children.
No, you're a roommate. Why would a man pay for you if you're just a roommate? Do you want to be equal or no?
Well, I have a conversation with my partner and we've discussed having children. I'm not taking away from them having children. We've decided together that having children is probably not the best idea.
If you're equal partners, why should he pay for your stuff?
Because a man at the beginning of the relationship should want to prove that they are invested in the relationship.
So what are you proving? Like, well,
I'm there.
If I was a man, I'd be like, hell to the no.
Thanks for the young lady, the other young lady, the fit one. What are you bringing to the table? You see, that's entitlement. She said, men, pretty much it's in men to do all that stuff. You know, paying for the first.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message. Please subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, hit the bell to be notified every time we post a new show. Thank you all.
First date, because they have to do that. And you, I just have to be there. But at the same time, you want to be independent, boss babe, your own money, making your own money, all that stuff, and still you want a man to pay for you. See, that's the problem with modern day women. They want the man to be traditional, but they don't want to be traditional wives or women. You cannot have both. You need to choose. Either you a traditional woman and you ask for a traditional man, or you're a modern day woman and you're gonna have a modern day man. And modern day men are not gonna pay for you. No. That's insane. Let's keep pushing, guys.
To the no.
If it's not equal, what do you?
I'd be like, no, thank you, ma'am. You can pay for your own supersized McValue meal, and I will go find a woman who actually wants to be a wife if I'm going to pay for.
It went over everybody's head. She just said it to that heavy-set woman. No. You're going to pay for your supersize McValue. What the heck? Oh my god. The punchline was fine. Let's keep pushing, guys.
Shit.
You said you're
makes no sense.
You said your equal 50% is just being there. So does that mean he's doing 70% because he's paying and there too? You're both there.
No, but I think
So how is that
it's
not-
showing the investment. Women show investment with time, because if you do want to have children, there's limited time. But I think that women, they value different things. Like, they value when a man provides for them, especially on a first date, a first meeting.
And men value.
So you providing your glorious presence is what he's investing in.
If he values my presence, yes. I don't really see
Well,
a
I mean,
huge
simps
issue.
are gonna simp. There's a simp out there, for everyone. So
I don't think
guess
that's the right way to go
it's
about
simping.
it.
That's the worst simping ever. I'm gonna let you live at my house for like practically free and split the chores and pay for all your shit. That's simping. That's like the
Or just like
definition
a guy
of
who
simping.
genuinely likes you. Do you pay any bills with your husband?
No, but I'm a stay-at-home mom. I raise the children. I cook all the meals. Andrew has never done a house chore ever in 17 years. I do all of that. I bring him his food. I bring him his drinks. I keep track of his schedule. Basically do anything he needs me to do to help him because
Bro, that's a good woman right there. That's a great woman. She's traditional, right? The man provide, protect, and she is a stay-at-home mom and do the chores, right? That's the life. I mean, not everybody live like that, okay, right? Just to say, right? I'm married, but my wife works. I do. And she do the most cooking and the cleaning. But I clean and then wash the dishes and stuff like that. I clean as well. I help. You know what I mean? So it's not a 50-50 relationship because she's traditional. But I try to help her, and I help as much as I can. You know what I mean? Because, yeah, she works, she's tired, I do so. I'm tired as well. So we need to help each other, right? Because we live in this house and we need to do everything to make sure that everything's okay. And yeah, I help. And sometimes she cooks, I wash. You know what I mean? And we clean the house together sometimes. You know? It's not a 50-50 relationship. It's not a traditional per se relationship as well. But I'm invested in everything because for me it's normal. You know what I mean? My mom told me how to, cook, clean, do all that stuff. And I can do that. Therefore, I can help her. And everything's okay. You know what I mean? So, yeah, let's keep pushing, guys.
That's my duty in the relationship. So, yeah, I mean, if you want to talk about investment, I'm pretty invested. So he feels like, if I want this traditional wife role and I actually do all those things, then he feels like it's worth it to provide. But if I were to come in here and be like, well, I want my own career and you have to do your own laundry and we're going to split the chores 50-50 and I want to be equal, he'd be like, okay, bitch, then you can be equal and pay for all your shit. Why would he pay for my stuff? This makes no sense. You guys have to choose. Do you want to be strong, independent, equal women, or do you want chivalry and protection and provision? You want the best of both. You want all of the rights and all of the privileges, and you want none of the duties and none of the responsibilities. And that's bullshit. It's like you didn't have a mom to tell you that this isn't how the world works or something. Like, my daughters don't get that nonsense from me. I'm like, no, that's not how that works.
So if your daughters...
Why are you so entitled? That's what I want to know.
If your daughters went on a first date, you want them to split the bill.
What's that?
If your daughters went on a first date, would you want them to split the bill?
Only if they're going to be feminists, which they're not, because I didn't raise them to be that way.
Okay.
So, that's how my...
Facts. And we men, we know that offer. When a woman is traditional, fit, feminine, submissive, we became traditional as well. And we start doing all this thing, paying for the first date, protecting. We do that naturally, as soon as we see a traditional woman. But anytime we see a modern day woman, we're like, okay, I'm not paying anything. It's 50-50. So hey, girls, you need to change your behavior, right? Let's keep pushing, guys.
Parents' relationship is. It's like my mom does the same stuff that you described, and I think it's perfect. Like, my mom might not be contributing to rent, my dad makes the money, but she's contributing something else. She's doing a job that's just as equal as his job, but she's not getting paid because she's doing the household duties that she's doing the same thing, whether or not it's being paid. Like, my parents are fortunate enough where my parents are fortunate enough where my dad makes enough money where she doesn't have to work and she's able to provide those things. Therefore, it's the same thing as money, in my opinion, like spending time and working around the house.
Yeah, I mean, it even goes beyond division of...
You see, that's amazing. That's beautiful. When you see a young lady talking like that, you know she grew up in a two-parent household. Facts. The way she talks, she has a father and mother in the same house. And that's amazing. That's amazing. You know what I mean? And we want that. We want that. We want women to behave like that, to talk like that. Right? And you'll see that society is going to change. As long as we keep behaving like that, feminist, independent. I'm independent. You're independent from who? Man, that's insane. We need each other. Nobody can be independent. Nobody. You always need something from someone else. And that's the problem with modern day society. We think that because we work, we have money, we don't need nobody. No, you need everybody. You need a community around you, right? You need people to protect you. You need people to bring the food to the supermarket so you can buy it, right? We need people. We need everybody. You need your man. He needs you. I need my wife. My wife needs me. That's life. That's beautiful. Right? Stop that. There's a stat saying that by the time we reach 2040 or 50, the majority of women will be single and childless. That's insane. The winter is coming. Girls, the winter's coming. Need to adapt. Men, they don't care. They're just going overseas, trying to find traditional women. And you guys are gonna end up alone, single, with cats, dogs, and stuff like that, right? And it's bad. You're already seeing that. And you go on Sunday to a lunch. You see families, kids, father, mother, grandparents, and you see the older ones, single moms with a bunch of kids around them. That's insane. And that's sad at the same time. Because it's not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be families. Kids, parents, grandparents having a good time. You know what I mean? But hey, if you don't change, we already know that women are social creatures, meaning that they need people around them. They need kids, family, men, parents around them. Men, we are like wolves. We're pretty much good by ourselves in the woods, fishing alone, living alone. We can do that, but women, they cannot do that. That's why you need to change. You need to find a man, you need to marry, and then carry, and you'll see, you'll be happy. We just have one life, not two, not three, just one life, one shot. Why are you wasting your time pursuing things that don't matter? You should pursue family, men, women, so you can leave behind your legacy. You can leave behind your kids that can say something about you, that can still say your name. You know what I mean? But hey, let's keep pushing, guys.
Labor. It's more than about division of labor. Like, I have tremendous amount of respect for Andrew. He is the head of the household. He's the person that has the major burden of most of the responsibility. We've had a home invasion. He was the person who had to go deal with that and risk his life. He's worked 60, 70-hour weeks for years so that I could stay home and our kids didn't have to be raised by strangers in daycare. I mean, there's a massive amount of responsibility on this man, and he's extremely competent. He is a really loving, honorable man who has very firm boundaries and stands by them and takes very good care of his family. So
we interrupt our program to bring you this important message. Please subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, hit the bell to be notified every time we post a new show. Thank you all.
He gets the big piece of chicken, he gets the respect, he gets the love and the admiration, and because I'm loyal and I'm doing all those things, then he provides for me and protects me and the kids. And yeah, I mean, this is how it works. Now, if you don't want that and you want this egalitarian stuff where we're equal partners, he's my partner, then you gotta pay for your own shit.
That's amazing. When your wife talks like that about you, you know you got the good one. You know you had the good one. The way she talks about Andrew, that's amazing. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. You know what I mean? Let's keep pushing, guys.
You gotta do your own work, and you better, take care of all your own stuff, and don't expect the man to go answer the bump in the night, because you're strong, you're equal, right? If you're equal, you can go take care of that. You can go deal with the man that breaks in the middle of the night. You can change the tire in the rain. If the basement floods and there's sewage backing up into it, I guess you can go deal with that, right? So you just have to choose. Don't do this bullshit where you're like, we're equal partners, except for when there's anything dirty, dangerous, difficult. That's all his job. I just sit here and grace him with my glorious presence. That's entitlement, that's narcissism, it's terrible behavior, it's ruining society. And then on top of it, you feel no obligation to produce future generations. You want him to just let his lineage die with him. And you feel super entitled to that too. It's like,
I don't understand why you can't get the concept that I've talked to my partner. I'm not taking away his ability to have children. We've both agreed we don't want to have children. If he doesn't want to have children, I'm not taking that away from him.
To be fair, I did say he's a pathetic simp. So, I mean, that's right in line with being a pathetic simp.
I think he would just respect women's choices.
Until I die. It's just...
No, it's not. Yes, it's respecting women's choices, but at the same time, he's a simp. Let me backtrack. If he doesn't want to have kids, it's okay. And if you don't want to have kids, it's okay as well. Because both of you don't want to have kids. Perfect. But if you don't want to have kids and he has no choice, that's another thing. Now he became a simp. Because he wants to have kids, you don't want to have kids, he wants to stay with you, he has no choice. He has no choice. So, but we don't know. We don't know that, so... Hey, let's keep pushing, guys.
You guys are selfish materialists, is what I'm getting. Life is about me and my comfort and what I want and my, I live for me every day. I wake up with no thought of the future or any duties or responsibilities I have to anyone other than myself, and that's great. So it's like, if you want to live that way, I guess, but I'm just looking at you and I'm listening to you and I'm wondering where this entitlement and this sense of confidence is coming from.
I'm entitled because I don't want to have children and I like when men pay on first dates. That's entitlement.
Well, what are you useful for?
I would say that women have intrinsic value.
What are you specifically?
Well, I'm a woman, so I have intrinsic value. Sad that you don't see that.
Why? How?
Because I'm a person, and everyone has value. It depends on who's looking at you.
Do men have intrinsic value?
Yeah, they do. But I said that it's different. It's a different type of value.
But feminism is about equality. So if it's different, then how is that equal?
No, they can.
Shout out to that young lady. I like that. because I don't know what the hell the other one is talking about. I have value, intrinsic value, so everybody. But what you bring to the table? Just because you're a woman? There's plenty of women out there. And there's plenty of men out there as well. So you must bring something. Jesus, that's insane.
Be equal in the sense of they can both work. You can be a stay-at-home mom and not pursue a career. That's fine, but women should have the opportunity and the choice.
So do you think women should work too?
Women should be allowed to work.
No, I mean like in your relationship, if you're not raising kids, should you both in your marriage, let's say you get married, have a job, both of you?
Yeah, but I think that a woman's job could be a little less harsh, I guess. Like women shouldn't have to go work some 9 to 5 and do this climbing of a corporate ladder. But like for myself, I've found a job that allows me to stay home and is not super strenuous. And I think
you're just lazy. That's insane. You're just lazy. That's the problem with modern day women. You guys want to be equal with men, but you just want to do the good stuff. You want the good job inside. You don't want to do the hard jobs, but you still want the quality. You want to be paid the same, but you don't do the same job. What the hell is wrong with people? She just admitted that. I found a job and another. Bro, you're just lazy. You just want to be at home. And I get that. That's a woman trait. You know? But don't be there like, I want equality, I want this, I want that, but I don't want to do the hard stuff. I want to be in soft mode. That's insane. Let's keep pushing, guys.
I want to address the gal with the pink hair real quick because I did hear her say that. It is not hatred to criticize women. It is in no way hateful to notice when women are acting like entitled narcissists and to call them out on that. Like I said, all the women at this table could tell me all night long about what they think they deserve and what their rights are and what they should have and what they ought be able to do. But none of you can tell me what duties, responsibilities, or obligations you have outside of yourself to society, to the people around you. You would say things like, I'm smart and I'm funny and I'm just a really great person and I'm a good friend and, you know, all these worthless platitudes. But there's no like sacrifice. You don't ever feel you need to sacrifice anything for anyone outside yourself. You're not willing to have sleepless nights so that you can raise babies and produce human beings that are gonna go out into the world and have a legacy and have an effect, right? You're not really willing to do much of anything unless it benefits you. And then if someone questions, if Andrew comes on here and says, let me poke around and see why you think these things. Let me see if there's any logic behind your beliefs. Let me see if you even understand why you believe the things you believe. You think that's hateful. You think that's misogynistic. You think he's mean. No, it's just that you're used to being treated like a child princess and being carried around on a cushy little pillow in life with absolutely no opposition, with nobody ever going, hey, wait, what are you doing? What are you providing in life? What are you doing for anyone else outside yourself? You haven't ever been challenged on anything because you're a pretty girl, right? I'm young and I'm cute. Why are you questioning me? Why are you so hateful? Where's all the trauma? No, I'm just a 44-year-old woman who's actually lived, raised 5 children, worked really hard in my life for everything I have. I take care of, other family members. I help at my church. I do things that aren't just for me. So when I see girls that behave this way and have this mentality, you're damn right I'm gonna come on here and say some shit, especially if I get dragged out of bed to defend, this little girl that's saying my husband must be traumatized and hates women. It's just garbage. You're full of shit. You have no idea what you're talking about.
So these are
I
the
hope
people
that
of
helps.
the Orthodox.
That's amazing. That's amazing. That's amazing. We love that. We love that. And everything she said is fact. You just have to go on internet right now, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and you will see the entitlement from these women. They bring nothing to the table, zero value, but it's always me, what you need to do for me, this and that. That's insane. That's insane. They bring zero value, but expect the man to bring all of that. Just because they're women. Let's keep pushing, guys.
Church, you guys seem lovely. I would love to go to the Orthodox church.
I think you're upset
so
because
sweet and loving.
coming from someone
Lovely.
who I know personally, I'm not a 10. I am very self-aware in that regard. I think that there might be animosity coming from you because you're maybe not as good looking.
Oh, I'm definitely not.
What?
I've been on the show.
What the hell? She's way... She's way better than you. These women, that's crazy.
Rated myself, but I grew up in an era where we didn't all think we were models. When you were growing up in the 80s and 90s, everyone didn't think they were a 10. Like, all of us girls who were not going to have modeling careers or be the hot cheerleader, we all knew that, and we were fine with it. And we didn't think we deserved 6 foot, 6-pack, 6-figure man. You know, we were just like happy to meet a nice boy who liked us back. This was before
But you're
Instagram
calling
and all
those
this
boys
crazy narcissistic
simps.
insanity. Huh?
You're calling those boys simps.
No, I'm calling your boy a simp. He's a simp. That's simp behavior. A nice boy who likes you isn't the same thing as some absolute goober who's gonna pay for all your crap.
He's not paying for
expect
everything.
anything.
I'm just saying at the beginning of the relationship, on the first couple dates, a man should take the investment and pay for the first couple dates.
She's not paying for everything. She said that his family's paying for some.
Yeah.
And I think it's only fair that I pay a portion of rent.
For a girlfriend?
mortgage.
You're not even married. Like, why would his family pay for your stuff? You're not
They're
married
not.
to this
She
guy.
said that
They're
his
not.
brother or something about
They
the
all
apartment.
It's like a
own a
Nepo
home,
family.
and I help with
She pays the water
some
bill.
of the bills.
She pays some of the mortgage.
I pay some of the mortgage.
But
pays the
that's not
water
even
bill.
fitting. My question is, it's not even fitting to the dynamic that you're expressing so much interest in. Like, you're expressing so much interest in not only the first dates, but that you also want to be supported by this person. And this
I don't
dynamic,
think that means not paying any bills or doing any sort of housework or like helping in the relationship. Like, I don't think that it's entitled. I just think that it's a better dynamic long term for a man who has the financial stability to be with them rather than a man who doesn't have any sort of future plan to provide for you.
Do you think the woman needs a future plan, though?
I think that women should, and this might be controversial too. Is she gone?
she's here.
She's still here?
She's still here.
Oh, okay. I think it might be controversial, but I think women, even if they're not working a traditional 9-to-5, should have some sort of money saved up separate from their husbands in case there's domestic violence or there's divorce or things like that. Like, you should have some of your own income.
I don't think you need a keepsake of, like, if there's domestic violence. I think, like, you need
your
to be
own
contributing. Yeah, like, you should feel safe in your relationship and, like, pick something. If you want a job, and that's equal. Or you could do the equal housework and have kids. Like, there's an equality thing that's different. Feminists believe that there's equality, but you're talking about things not being equal.
I think it is equal. Like,
I am
I like that young lady. That young lady, she's is amazing. We need more women like that. I like that. Let's keep pushing, guys.
going to jump off here because Andrew's going to come back, and I'm actually going to go to bed. But does anybody have any like final questions or phones to pick it
I
all?
think Star back there had like a thing she wanted to come back and say.
I'm just curious if anyone on the...
Sorry, what?
I'm just curious if anyone else on the show has brought up like internalized misogyny to you.
Yeah, I get it every day of my life. So you don't know my background,
okay.
but I wrote a book about the history of feminism and how almost everything that the normal person thinks about it is actually wrong. The way that the feminist liberation movements unfolded is garbage that was rewritten history by women's studies departments. And I debate feminists all the time, so this is normal for me. Of course, I've heard absolute garbage bullshit like internalized misogyny. It's not a thing. It doesn't exist. It's pure cope.
Okay.
I love women, but I do think that women have proper roles. And I think that the problem with you and most of the other girls that have a problem with me, is that you don't understand that this modern world and all this beautiful technology around you that you're sitting in right now, if it weren't for men building that and maintaining that, you would have no illusion of being able to be a strong, independent woman and have all these choices and do what you want.
But why do men do all of that?
They do it because they're benevolent and they are good. Isn't that crazy? They're actually really nice and they care about us even though they don't have to.
But they're getting something out of you.
If men were as bad and misogynistic as you think, they would put us in cages and we'd be, baby farms. There would be baby farms.
Well, that's a fact. Men create a society to protect women. For women and kids. Nothing more, nothing less. And to protect their belonging as well. So, yeah, in return we have stability in society. We have laws to protect each one of us. That's why men do all these things. And she's right. If men wanted to put all women in cage, in one day, they will do that. They don't do that because we love women. We love our women. We respect our women.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message. Please subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, hit the bell to be notified every time we post a new show. Thank you all.
That's it. It's simple. We love our women and we respect our women. Let's keep pushing, guys.
I think you might be a little bit of a baby farm.
Because they could. No, they could.
You're a bit of a baby farm. Haven't you popped out 5 children?
Yeah.
You're
I'm
a baby
mother.
farm.
Oh.
I think that's the old...
Wait, what the hell is going on right now? Is she mad? Having kids now it's... You compare having kids to baby farm? What the hell is that? Let me keep pushing.
An form of sex work, actually.
What's that?
I think that...
Baby farm? Sex work? Sex work? What's going on with that XL mag value? Jesus Christ.
I think that you popping out 5 children is the ultimate form of sex work, because without those children, would your husband provide for you?
Degrading language. Wait a minute. Why are you using degrading language? Popping out babies. Popping out babies? You're against people having babies?
If you didn't provide children, would your husband marry you?
No.
Exactly.
Why should he?
Exactly. So you're a baby farm to him.
Marrying someone is also about starting a family.
Yeah, a family.
These are my children
baby
too.
farm.
You
essentially.
should be so lucky because you're gonna die alone.
Okay.
Early.
Thank you so
early
much.
on top of that. So
thank you so much.
I mean, if you would you like me to go wake up my children and get them down here too, so you can tell them that they're like gross little.
I don't think it's appropriate.
That
I think it's really appropriate.
Them out. That they're the result of baby farm. I mean, take your little snarky little insults and shove them up your ass, because
do you think your parents did that?
It's women like me who are doing
my parents only
what
had
women
one
are supposed
child.
to do.
My parents
You
only
are
had
useless. You are a useless heifer who has never done anything except
You're
glorify your
a
own
great
desire.
woman.
Be nice.
You're a very godly woman, aren't you?
Both of you be nice.
You started it. Hey, you can dish it out, but you can't
I
take
started it. Didn't you come on? You're talking about McFlurries or something.
You called me a baby farm, and now you're going to pretend to be offended? Get the fuck out.
I said you're the ultimate sex worker, actually.
That's insane. That is crazy. I can't believe that. Baby farm? A CX worker? Just because you're having kids? Nah, my boy. People are becoming crazy. I don't know what's going on right now in 2024. It's getting mad. He's getting mad. I'm telling you. Let's keep pushing, guys.
Okay. Yeah, me being devoted to one man for 17 years and giving him children as sex work.
You're the ultimate
So
sex
your parents
worker.
are also part of a baby farm because you were born.
My mom had one child and she
What does that
also
have to
worked.
do?
But I know that my parents would have gotten married without having to have children.
If I milk a cow, the cow's still providing milk, though, even if I only milk him once. So you're calling yourself.
We don't believe that marriage is only for the purpose of children. Had we gotten married and for some reason biologically I had a medical issue and could not give Andrew children, he would not have divorced me and he would not have left me. That's not what we believe in. We believe that marriage is also a sacrament of our church. You don't get divorced for a reason like that. However, why would a man marry a woman who's giving him nothing like you are? You don't bring anything to the man except
you don't value women for just being us. Like, you just don't
I value people, but that's different than what a man would want to get married for. Why do you not understand these basic distinctions?
A man could want to get married without wanting to have children, but that's not what your husband did with you, honey.
No man does that except for a simp. Or some guy who's just
some men just don't want to have
who doesn't want a family.
Sweetie.
Yeah, I get that, but the majority of men, for the majority of men, is the other way around. We marry to have kids, to have family. Other than that, why marrying someone? You know what I mean? We get married to have kids, to have family. Not to just to walk around and say, hey, I'm married. For what? You know what I mean? So, yeah, I know some people just want to get married without having kids. That's not the problem. But a man choose a woman, choose to marry a woman, to start a family. That's it. Let's keep pushing, guys.
Sweetie, honey. Yeah, I love these feminists are always, sweetie, honey. They get so sassy, but this is going to be
You're very sassy.
Yeah, well, listen, I was dragged out of bed because you're sitting here insulting my husband and saying, oh, your wife must be some victim, or there must be trauma. Maybe your wife is bad to you. You're saying all kinds of personal garbage. And then when I come on here and tell you what's what, you're like, how dare she? She's so mean. She's not a good Christian. It's like, well, then don't say this stupid shit, lady. Don't come on here and talk a bunch of smack. And then when I come down here and set you straight, you're like, I'm shocked and offended.
You definitely didn't set anyone straight.
Well, the chat disagrees with you, and it's straight, not straight.
What do you have?
Do this
I think
weird thing where they say strawberry.
You're just pandering.
I think it shows. I think it shows the type of woman you are. The fact that you got out of bed and came down here to not only defend your husband, but to defend women at the right instinct that they should be in. So
the main reason I do the stuff I do is because I was really shamed for not going down a career path. I had a full college scholarship that I declined because I wanted to be a mom instead, and everyone around me thought it was some massive tragedy, that I was going down the wrong path. I was going to regret not being a career babe. everybody said, oh, it's such a shame you're just a mom. And turns out there's nothing I could have done with my life that's more meaningful than having 5 children, raising them well, and being a good mom. There's nothing I could do in the career world that's going to last the way that will have a lasting impact in this world. And I was shamed for it, and I was made to feel like, oh, I was losing somehow in life. So yeah, I don't want other women to feel that way. I want to stick up for women who do want to be good wives, who do want to be good mothers, who think that that's a worthwhile thing to do with their lives, and not have them be subject to being called baby factories by disrespectful, chunky heifers with attitude problems who can't even properly articulate a single thought in their head. So, with that, I'm gonna go to bed, and you guys can talk to the nice Wilson instead. Maybe you'll feel better now when he comes back.
Continue pandering to men.
Rachel? Shoot.
Good night, Rachel.
I was gonna let I'll let the TTSs.
I'm just gonna end the video here. Shout out to Rachel Wilson. Like I said, when you fight Goku, you don't ask to fight Chishi, his wife. When you fight Vegeta, you don't ask to fight Goku. You don't do that. And never ask to talk or to fight a man's wife. That's insane. She's gonna do everything to protect her family, her husband, her kids, just like she did here. You know what I mean? So shout out to Rachel Williams, shout out to Rachel Wilson and Andrew Wilson. A shout out to whateverpodcast for the video, and guys, don't forget to subscribe, to like, to comment below. It helps the algorithm, and thank you. See you next time. Peace. I'm out.